Hello, can you solve this? Okay, let's have a look. Here we are going to solve this equation. That is 9 to the x plus 1's power plus 3 to the 2x plus 1 power, that's equal to 36, which is an exponential equation because we have the variable x in the exponent. So to simplify this first, is that notice that we have a sum in the exponent. We're going to fix that by doing the following. Check this out. Right here, note, when we have, let's say, some number b for the base raised to a power of m plus another power, let's say n, this right here, we can break it down as b to the m times b to the n. And in fact, usually we look at this as this to this. But in this case, we're doing it backwards because we have a sum in the exponent. Remember, b to the m times b to the n, we just add the exponent. When you have a sum in the exponent, break it apart like so. So for the first term, because we have the plus, we can look at this as 9 to the x times 9 to the first. Same thing for this. Break it down, that's 3 to the 2x times 3 to the first, and now it's equal to 36. So the sum becomes the multiplication, and we have this. Now, what else can we do? This is 9 to the x, this is 3 to the 2x. We're just focusing on the exponential part first. The bases are different. That's not what we like. However, if you look at 9 is the same as 3 to the second, which is 3 squared. In fact, we have 3 right here. So we can do the following to make the base equal. In fact, the exponents happen to be equal as well afterward. So keep this in mind. If we have the following, let's say b to some power, let's say m, raised to another power n. In this case, we do b to the m, and then we multiply that with n. Now, for the 9, I'm going to fix it because 9 is the same as 3 squared. And then we have that to the x power. And we can use this rule, which we can write this down as 3 to the 2x power for that. Right, so that's just for this part. So now, I'm going to write this down. 9 to the first is just 9. And then 9 to the x is just the same as 3 to the 2x. So I'll keep that, 3 to the 2x. Right, so it's like this right here. And then for this, we have 3 to the first, which is 3, and then 3 to the 2x. Aha! 3 to the 2x, 3 to the 2x, they are like terms. So all we have to do is just look at the coefficient. Combine them, 9 plus 3 is 12 times 3 to the 2x. Okay, we're in business. We can divide both sides by 12 and cancel. And we see 3 to the 2x, that is equal to 36 divided by 12, which is 3. Well, 3 is the same as what? 3 is the same as 3 to the first, isn't it? Sure thing. 3 to the 2x is equal to 3 to the first. The bases are equal. That implies in this situation, the exponents have to be equal. Therefore, we say 2x has to be equal to 1. Divide both sides by 2, x has to be 1 over 2. So that's the answer for this equation.